life I've ever heard a man cry like that is when he's done something dreadfully wrong.
Did anyone get a recording?
Nothing. They didn't record it.
How is that possible?
It's not possible. It must be some kind of trick.
What kind of trick would do this?
It doesn't make sense.
From state-of-the-art equipment to the most primitive, none of them picks up the sounds. I don't get it.
There it is again. Quick, record it. Okay. Playback, everyone.
It didn't pick it up.
I almost want to cry with them.
I've never heard anything like it. Have you? Any of you?
He sounds awful. What could he possibly have done to cry like that?
It sounds like the painful cry of guilt to me.
You may be right. Both of you.
How can a rock do this?
It's like sound floated around in the air and somehow attached to this rock.
Sound waves traveling through time and space, the way lightning does. First the light blast, then the sound.
Only with this. Where's the light blast?
Maybe we missed it. But I doubt it.
Maybe these sounds are being made in another part of the world and they're just now getting to us.
But only this little stone is picking them up? Why?
There has to be some kind of electrical conductor particles in the stone.
I agree. Let's take it apart.
But if we do that, we may never hear the sounds again.
We may have to take that chance.
Why does he cry like that? Why?
Another one. Try again.
What's the point?
Try it again.
Okay. I don't understand. What are they saying?
Quiet!
Do not talk to me like that.
Would you please be quiet?
Listen, one of the voices sounds familiar.
What do you mean?
Quiet! Quiet! Now we'll never know, will we?
Let's dissect it. We have no choice.
No, too risky. What if it ends up a pile of dust?
Nothing. The recorder's got nothing. Again.
We've tried every recorder in the place. It doesn't make sense.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Did you hear a voice?
You too?
We heard hundreds of voices. What are you talking about?
What did you hear?
I don't understand. Some of those voices sound familiar.
Dennison, come get the stone. It's in the house. Making those noises now as we speak. No, come and get it now. Take it to the research center. You know, the psychic researchers. I'll meet with them tonight. 9 p.m. I'll explain it to them. And then I'll wash my hands of the entire affair. I want nothing more to do with it. call it the Sobbing Stone.
Why?
Somewhere along the line, this little stone acquired the knack of reproducing sounds. And one of them is a sobbing. Now, the most advanced technological equipment available has not been able to pick up the sounds for some reason. But I've heard them. I've heard them. And so will you.
And what are we supposed to do, Professor?
Well, I want you to give this thing a thorough examination. And I do mean thorough. And bring me back a report on your findings. Hate to admit it, but we're dumbfounded. Completely dumbfounded. With no scientific explanation whatsoever. Not even a theory. Science as we know it won't be able to solve this little puzzle. That's why we call on you. Anybody can solve this, it's you. The researchers of psychic phenomena and the paranormal.
Solve what, Professor? How it gives out sound, why it does, whose sound it is? What?
Well, certainly not how it does. This is some freak phenomenon according to the scientists who have studied it. But no, we're really more interested in who or why. If there is a why.
Where did they analyze the stone?
Switzerland, Great Britain, here in this country, you name it, by the most brilliant minds in science. But they came up with nothing. To top it off, there's nothing unusual about its structure or its composition. This type of rock is found mainly in Southeast Asia and South America, which doesn't tell us much. Also, there are 3 letters carved into it, almost worn away. But under a magnifying glass, you can make them out. Go ahead. Look through it. There's an S, or an O, or it could be a C, and there's a third, which could be anything. Looks like the letter I to me. If there were any others, they're worn away, they're gone by now.
We can't get any clues from its origin.
We don't know its origin, Alan. When the Chinese moved into Tibet many years back, great processions of monks and priests trekked over the Himalayas into India. And of the treasures they brought back with them, this is the one that caught our interest the most. Now, it's our turn.
Why are the letters in English?
I don't know.
Hasn't said much for herself.
Oh, but it will. I mean, you'll just have to take this as it comes. It's quite upsetting at first.
How old is it?
As a stone, best estimates 2 or 3 billion years. As a keepsake or a sacred piece, your guess is as good as mine.
As I see it, Professor, all we have to do for now is listen.
And if we can't record the sounds?
We stay up all night and listen. Sounds like fun.
It's cool to the touch.
There's the blood.
What?
Did I say blood?
Yes, you said blood.
No, drops of water. Drops of water. Like falling into something. Then there's the mob. This angry mob. Shouting and mumbling among themselves. And talks more at night. At night. It talks more at night. At night, and more at night. Night. If there are no other questions, I will just...
Just one more, Professor. One of the sounds that you heard was the sound of shouting, correct?
That's right.
Well, if the letters are in English, what language is the shouting?
That's what I'd like to know. The thing is, we can't make it out. There's just too much distortion. Which is very strange because everything else is quite clear. Any more questions? All right, then I leave you to your listening.
I'll show you, Professor.
No! No! You just stay here and solve this thing. Just solve it. One more thing. Don't do anything to the stone itself. Don't throw it, don't crush it, don't spin it, don't do anything. At least not till we know what makes it talk. If you harm it, we may never know.
He's never like this. Mitchinson, I mean, the only word to describe him is stoic. Nothing ever shakes him.
Nothing to know.
You noticed too? Thought it was just me.
Me too.
I'm not talking about the God of the Bible or the Quran. I'm talking about the possibility of the existence of a supreme being. We're supposed to be scientists. That was supposed to mean that we were the ones open to any possibility, any clues to the origins of the universe. It is us who are supposed to have the open minds.
Bunch of religionist crap, Michael.
I seem to recall that it was you who taught us never to lose our curiosity, to always be inquisitive, and to always continue asking questions even if we know all the answers. I mean, I've heard it a million times. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound so disrespectful.
Don't be sorry, Michael. Be careful. Look, religionists are not known for being inquisitive or curious, and rarely do they ever question anything. They play it safe, finding comfort within their closed-in fences. Don't you find that ironic?
What do you mean?
They believe in a supreme being so unlimited in creativity, wisdom, and knowledge, yet they're so limited in their own thinking.
How right you are, Professor. How right you are.
Why should an ordinary stone produce human sounds, and why can't we record them?
Yeah, Liz, listen to her. Typical psychic researcher, it's never how does it, it's always why.
Gonna get me some coffee. Want some?
Yes, please.
How about you, Liz?
Yeah, but I'll come with you.
hear that?
This isn't possible.
Then it is true. It does play back sounds.
Something's not right here. I was doing this.
It came from the stone. I heard it clearly.
It was the stone, all right. Damn, my cell phone doesn't work this good. Mike, how do you think we ought to tackle this? Should we time each outburst, make a note of what we hear, jot down a date? What?
No. I think we should just make a note of what we hear. I mean, according to the professor, the sounds, they come in varying lengths and they're all repeated. So I'd say let's just forget about timing and dates. I think the professor summed it up. Yonder stone is spontaneous and unpredictable. We'll just listen.
There's something weird about it, though. I mean, I know we've heard weirder things, but I still...
What on earth is that?
Sounds like somebody's faucet's leaking.
Yeah, like drops of water falling. But to where and from where?
How do we know it's water?
What else could it be?
So what we know so far is this. This little piece of rock has the most unique property, namely that of soaking in all the sounds around and, by some similar kink, being able to give out those sounds in any order over and over again without losing the originals.
Why is it, do you think, that although the stone has these properties, it no longer uses them? What I mean is, for all we know, this stone could be recording us right now. But I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either, Liz. But it could be that its recording properties have only existed over some short period of time. Otherwise...
You should have heard other things. The monks, perhaps. Or the clues to his history. What are you doing?
Just making sure.
Making sure what?
Making sure this room isn't rigged with sound effects equipment or something.
Yeah, actually I thought of that too.
Come on, you guys. You really think that Professor Mitchison would take part in an episode of Practical Jokes and Bloopers?
It's just that this isn't possible. How can a dead piece of rock do this?
Never how. Always why. I'm starting to think like Anne here. Why should the stone have this amazing talent at all? I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Liz. We haven't heard weirder things. This is weird. It's an encore performance we're getting tonight. That's, what, 3 we've had so far.
Not even warm. The professor was right. No one can decipher that language.
Well, whatever the language, did the professor say it was always the same?
As far as anybody's been able to tell, yes.
Nonetheless, what do you think is the language?
With all that background noise, who knows? I mean, one fellow thought it was a form of ancient English. Another thought it was native South American. Nothing to go on.
Remember, the professor said he thought it talked more at night.
Maybe it finds it easier to draw people's attention to itself in the quiet of the night.
You act as if it's a person. It's just the stone.
Whatever we make it out to be, it is a thought. And it does explain why Mitchison called a meeting at night.
This is crazy. It's really crazy. How is this possible? It's just a piece of stone. It's a piece of stone.
More coffee, anyone? Oh, Michael, I won't be able to stay tonight. I have another commitment.
No problem. I'll do the first watch.
No, I'll stay.
Are you sure, Alan? I don't mind.
Are you kidding? If this stone talks more at night, I want to be the first to hear it. Should make for a good conversation. No, I'll stay. At least I'll come back after I've gotten some food.
Liz, how about you for tomorrow?
That's fine.
I'll do the next, and Ann can do the last. You know, Alan, why don't you just go home now, and I'll stick around till you get back.
Cool. Oh, but I almost forgot. My car's at home. Liz and I carpool tonight.
It's not a problem. It's on my way. We'll see you tomorrow, Michael. What just happened there isn't exactly a clue to a nice, quiet evening at home.
Yeah. Got a bad feeling about this one.
Sobbing? Dripping? And a mob? It sounds like a lynching. What else has got to come out of that thing?
You're the first watch tonight. You'll soon know.
Yeah, but do I want to know?
You do have bad feelings about this.
That stone. It's not just playing back sounds. It's like it's trying to talk to us. Like it's crying out to us. I don't know, maybe I'm way off.
Maybe not. But don't say anything else. I may not be able to sleep tonight.
Oh, you'll get to sleep all right. But me, that's another story. Me and that stone get to keep each other company all night.
Let's just hope we solve this thing before it gets to my watch.
They left?
Yeah, I just left. Ann, can you stay on Friday?
Sure.
Ann, last Sunday, I am very sure I saw you.
Saw me where?
Going into church, about 6:30 in the evening.
Okay, and?
You never told me you went to church.
Did I have to?
You used to tell me everything, but you didn't tell me that one. Why hide it?
Because scientists don't believe in church, remember?
Science has proven God does not exist.
Science have done no such thing.
Listen, how long have you been going to church?
Since last Christmas.
Well, what have you turned? Christian then? I mean, Christian as a definition? Do you believe in all that?
Yes. Yes, I do.
What brought this on so sudden?
Life. Life brought this on.
Come on, that is such a crutch and you know it.
And what's a better crutch, as you put it? Sex? Alcohol? Drugs? Hip-hop music? Wealth? Getting high for myself? Been there, done that, and it almost killed me.
All right, listen, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so personal, all right?
I know that you feel that Christianity and psychic research, as it is presented, is incompatible.
It's not so much incompatibility. I just find so much of it so hard to swallow. Anyways, it holds no appeal. Not now. I mean, what punch it did have has been lost due largely to the fact that the people who call themselves Christian have not sold themselves or their faith. What I'm trying to say is they're not very good witnesses, are they, Ann?
I know it's a sophisticated age and people find it very hard to accept Christianity.
When churches are closing every day.
And new ones are opening every day. You cannot keep a thing like this quiet. You can't shut it up or kill it or write it off. It's a part of mankind and it is forever.
What thing can't you keep quiet?
The Christianity thing. You said it, Michael, by definition, and what is all centered in?
There's even a great deal of speculation about that.
Speculation? All those TV documentaries and news stories about his execution, his arrest, and his torture, and you would stand here and say it's speculation?
All right, I give in, all right? But I still can't believe that a single man, a loser like that, could cause these established Jewish authorities and the might of Rome to lose their nerve and justice as you would have me believe?
To lose their nerve or justice, as you put it, I don't know. But what I do know is that this man affected them. Whether positive or negative, he affected them. And I think it's in very poor taste for you to call Christ a loser. He came, and yes, he died on a cross, but for a purpose.
Well, that's just it. Why would the ordinary people let him be crucified, huh? If he was so kind and so good and so generous, if he meant that much, why did they let him be crucified?
The same thing would have happened today. People always say he was a good teacher, a good person. But as soon as his influence becomes personal, they back off.
Oh, that is bull! I would have stood by him.
Stood by who?
Oh, Alan, Ann and I were just philosophizing.
About what?
Christ and his crucifixion.
Oh, big as that, huh? I'm staying out of this one.
Alan, listen, as I was saying,
Guess I'm not staying out of this one.
if Christ had meant so much, why did the common people let him be crucified? Where were the ones crippled and sick and mute and lame? Where were they when he needed them to prove his good works?
And Michael says he would not have stood by and allowed Christ to be crucified.
Well, I'll tell you something, Ann. I wouldn't have either if I could have helped it.
Oh, bull! rescue animals faster than they rescue people nowadays.
Whatever happened to turn the other cheek? I look around, Ann, and I see people starving and destitute, and I see you Christians getting fatter every day. I don't see any difference between you and the heathen. Do you, Ann?
That's not fair. We all are not like that.
No, that is not good enough.
Well, you two can disappear if you like. I've got my notebook and pencil, my tea, my food, and a whole night ahead of me with this stone. So, I'll see you both tomorrow morning, okay? Well, go ahead. Get out of here.
I'm sorry, Ann. I didn't mean to be so harsh.
It's okay. I think I deserve some of that.
You didn't. Come on, let me walk you to your car. Good night, Alan. Sleep well.
Sleep well, huh? I don't think so.
But I've heard them. I've heard them. So will you. So will you. So will you. So will you.
Daddy.
Janie, what are you doing up?
Something woke me.
What woke you?
I don't know. Sounds.
Sounds? What are you talking about? You've been deaf since birth.
Vibration. Maybe it was vibration that I felt.
Vibrations. You better get some sleep.
Give me brains.
Did you say human voice?
Vibration.
Vibration. You better get some sleep.
Good night, Daddy.
Good night, Janie.
Did you sleep well?
Are you all right?
No, you didn't sleep well.
Are you kidding me? This stone made sounds all night. I thought I was in the middle of Times Square. Liz, you're right. It definitely talks more at night. Get your notebooks ready. It has been busy.
Why? What happened?
Okay, we're not much further along. But there are some new sounds. I got the sobbing again, just as we heard it yesterday. And then I had the leaky faucet, and then some shouting, and then, well, some other voices. Now, something came over twice, and it was the sound of someone running. Running really fast. And I believe it was at night, because the echoing effect suggested, well, night. And then he came to a gate, or a door, because there's a thumping sound. And then there's some other voices, and then pulling of bolts, and then it faded out.
Could you understand the voices?
No. I still can't.
And you think it's a man running?
By the sound of his heavy breathing, yeah, I'd say it was a man. Oh, and there's this clinking sound, like the sound of metal on metal. It's very strange.
Well, you're right. We're not much further ahead. Any clues? Connecting threads?
Just one I happened to catch. Do you remember that chuckling sequence? Well, I got that again last night. And just after that, I got the sobbing, or the tail end of the sobbing, just before it fades away.
Maybe the two follow each other.
Exactly. And if this applies to these two...
Why shouldn't it apply to the rest?
Right, so what we're saying is these pieces are all connected. I mean, in other words, this is one complete recording with a beginning and an end. I mean, there's an entire story here.
Well, it's a thought.
It sounds like the right one to me. Hey, at least it's a start, and it's further than we've gotten so far.
And can you make a list of what we heard so far?
Sure.
You ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. First, we've got the sobbing. Then, the chuckling. Or can I call it that? It's more of an arrogant, mocking sort of chuckling.
Could be, but go on.
Then there's the angry crowd with that voice, that incoherent voice.
The lynch mob.
How do you know it's a lynching mob?
Well, it sounded like a lynching mob to me.
Then, there's that dripping. Like a faucet that needs a new washer.
Right, and then some more running sounds. And then there are two others. They're kind of like the one that Mike just described, but somehow different. Oh, and then I heard the breathing again. It sounded like the runner from before. I'm not sure, though. It sounded the same.
These group sounds, how many do you think we've had?
3? Once again, the one that Mike just described is somehow different from the others.
How so?
The one that I heard, it didn't have that voice. And it was as if it was the introduction or something. That's the sound. That's the running that I heard last night. Okay, now that's where it started. There's another piece of the puzzle, guys.
I think it's starting to come together. Now, if this thing has a beginning and an end, where does it start?
From the sobbing? I mean, that's the most prevalent.
This whole sequence, so desperately sad, and that running. I heard that running on the way to the house last night.
I thought it was just me.
You heard it too?
No, I heard the sobbing. It sounded like it was coming from my television set, but it wasn't. At least I think it wasn't. It was weird.
I heard the drops. I mean, I thought it was my kitchen faucet, and when I went over there, it was gone.
And yet it was like I wasn't hearing it. Like you reach out to touch it, but nothing's there. Like an apparition. You know what I mean?
Those were the same sounds that kept me up all night long. But how can this be possible? That stone was with me all night, not at your houses. Professor Mitchinson, he's been hearing these sounds too.
Yeah. You guys saw how distressed he looked, right? He never looks that way. I always thought he was a pillar of strength.
What must he be hearing?
He heard the same sounds we did. What else?
Did he? I mean, why is he so stressed? It didn't affect us the same way.
Something occurs to me. Just before that running we heard, it started rather abruptly, right? I mean, it's the only one that has until now. I mean, all the rest fade in and fade out.
So, you're suggesting that the running is the starter then?
Yes, I think so.
Well, you know what? This sounds good, and I'm gonna leave it to you guys. I've been up all night with this stone, and I absolutely need some rest.
Will you be gone long?
No, I'm just going in the back to have a nap. But if anything happens at all, come get me immediately, okay? Later.
Well, come on, you guys. Let's have some ideas.
Aren't we forgetting something?
Like what?
The stone itself.
What about it?
Are they letters?
Okay, now there's an I and what looks to be an S or maybe even an A for that matter. And then there appears to be either a C or, it could be an O.
Oh, but there's
Yeah, oh, but there's what?
nothing.
But what?
Something familiar about those letters. The I, the S, and the C. I've seen it somewhere recently.
Seen recently?
I know, Liz. In a church. Those 3 letters. The I, the S, and the C at the cathedral. On the transept window. Interwoven in the form of a monogram. And underneath there's
A picture of Christ.
Yeah, on the stained glass window. How did you know?
It occurred to me also. However, the letters are IHS. It's an H, not a C. The 3 letters are supposed to represent the first 3 letters of Christ's name in Greek. So we're both wrong, Anne. And I think you're letting your newfound religion run away with you. I mean, we're still far away from
No, Michael, you're wrong. We're near. Very near. What is it about that makes a man cry like that? It's something about it. It just tears at me. Does it affect you the same way, Liz?
It does. There's a strange Desolation.
That's it exactly. Desolation.
Michael! May I see you for a moment, please?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Have you solved it yet?
No, but we're getting closer. I think.
How much closer?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure, but we are making great strides.
It's not good enough.
Professor, what's wrong? This is not like you. What's bothering you?
I think I've slept 5 hours in the last week. I have a daughter who's deaf. Even she's hearing.
Hearing? Hearing what? How's that possible?
What I mean is, she's been sensing the vibrations of voices or human sounds of some kind. I don't know. First I thought it was just her. She hasn't been the same since her mother died. But this is different. This is different.
Well, this may not be much consolation, but we heard some of the sounds away from here late last night. In our homes. Anne, myself, and Liz. Now, Alan heard them too, but he was here, near the stone. Professor, what is it you're hearing? What is it that's making you lose all that sleep?
Just do me a favor, Michael. You and the others, just solve this thing. Just solve it so we can finally sleep peacefully at night again.
What's wrong?
Did you know that Mitchinson has a daughter who's deaf and that his wife died?
No.
No, I didn't.
He said his daughter's been hearing things like human voices connected to the stone.
Really?
Oh, that's weird.
And in response to Alan's question, yes, he's definitely heard sounds as well. When I asked the professor what he's been hearing, he just evaded the issue. I think he's heard something we haven't. You know, exactly what, I don't know. But he's definitely heard something we haven't.
Professor! You all right, Professor?
I'm fine.
Professor! What sounds did you hear? I mean, you heard different sounds, didn't you?
All my life, I've lived by the premise that science has all the answers. Evolution, Big Bang Theory, expanding universe, the works. You know something, Alan? Science doesn't know a thing. We don't know a damn thing.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
No, Professor. Professor, no, please go on.
You ever kill anybody, Alan?
What?
You ever kill anyone?
No. No, never. Did you?
No. That's what it feels like. What I heard. In that stone.
What, Professor? What did you hear?
Just solve this thing, Alan. Just solve it. Just solve it! Solve it!
What was that?
It sounds like Mitchinson.
I could use a break right now. How about you guys?
Me too.
No, I better stay near the stone. You guys go ahead. I don't want to miss a thing.
If I were a smoker, I would have downed me a whole pack by now.
I'll take cigars. They're stronger.
What is that? Was the whip hitting anyone?
I couldn't tell.
Do you think these two sounds are separate, or do they follow each other?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know.
I could use a breather. How about you, Liz?
Yeah. I could use it too.
Anything new?
You know, if there was, you think I'd hide it from you?
What? What are you talking about?
Come on, Aunt. I mean, you and this newfound religion of yours. You know, I've been doing a lot of thinking. I think you people spend more time judging and condemning others, coupled with that sickening hypocrisy that makes my stomach turn.
And I suppose there's no hypocrisy amongst atheists.
We're not the ones preaching virtuosity to the rest of humanity.
You want to bet? Who's always talking about world peace, animal rights, and human rights? While women and children are suffering agonizing deaths, while being dismembered while still alive in their own countries, while we spoiled Americans protest in the streets for the rights to abort children, same-gender marriages, and even for the rights for men to wear skirts. So don't talk to me about hypocrisy.
Don't tell me you two are philosophizing again.
Did you get any sleep?
Are you kidding? There's more noise with these two than with that stone.
Come on, you guys. Let's focus on the stone and not on each other.
Stop being the goody two-shoes, okay, Liz?
Fine. Just kill each other for all I care.
See? See what your Christianity is doing here?
This has nothing to do with my Christianity, and you know it.
I beg to differ. Hypocrisy comes in all forms, and you guys lead the way.
And you've never once been a hypocrite, right, Alan?
I didn't say that.
Oh, yes, you did.
Well, at least I don't do it as much as religious fanatics.
Great. 4 hypocrisies against you, 2 against me. That makes it so much better.
Come on, you guys. This is getting us nowhere.
Who made you the judge over us?
I'm not judging. I'm just
Giving us your brand of absolutes, we know.
my usual brand of absolutes. You act as if I'm claiming to be God.
Hey, listen, if the shoe fits, wear it.
So let's face it, if it wasn't for religious fanatics, we wouldn't go around feeling guilty about every little thing that we do.
Oh, so you can't sleep at night, so let's blame the so-called religious fanatics.
I didn't say that.
Oh, yes, you did, Alan. Yes, you did.
There goes Miss Christianity again, always knowing what everybody else is doing wrong.
What is with you? Is it my Christianity? Is that it?
No, listen, Alan, we have a martyr here.
No, don't turn away from me. Turn around, look me in the face, and tell me why you have so much against me.
Because you're like my mother. She used to condemn and judge everybody every day. And then on Sundays, praise Jesus, hallelujah.
Amen to that one. My parents did the same thing, and I swore I would never be like them.
But you are like them.
I am not.
And you're judging too, just like them.
Yo, listen, we all have our own brand of justice, don't we, Alan?
Hey, we're all blaming our parents here, Michael. And what's the deal? I'm on your side.
No, you're on your own side. Just like everybody else.
Once we agree.
You know what? Fine, I am out of here.
You can't leave. You're in charge. What about the stone?
Not anymore. You're in charge now.
Michael, don't!
It's just as well. This little war got started in the first place because of that stupid stone.
Stones don't start wars. People do.
What puzzles me is why, when we can hear every detail and minute sound, whenever anybody opens his mouth, nothing's clear at all. If only we could understand what's being said.
Anne, are you all right? Anne? Oh, wait. Anne. Can you hear me?
Alan. Alan was right. Alan, I heard it. I heard it. Did you hear it? The stone. I heard it. I heard it.
Heard it? What does she mean, heard it? We all heard it, all of us.
I don't know, Liz, but she heard something we haven't heard.
You mean she understood it?
There is something about that sound, though.
Are you okay? I think she's just dazed, Michael.
Oh, I hope that's all it is, Liz. Hey, how you doing? You all right?
That noisy group sequence. And that voice. That voice that's eventually lost in the uproar. There's something about that one.
Anne, you said the key to the whole thing. What do you mean?
I heard it. It was like a clear note in my head. The key to this whole thing. Me. I heard it. I heard it. So plain. So gentle. heard it. The key to it all.
What did he say?
Michael, you said something to me last night about the church and how Christians are embarrassed and shy about their beliefs. What was it?
Said something about them not being good witnesses.
That's it. About his witnesses. He said that if these should hold their peace, the stones would immediately cry out.
Sounds like something from the classics. Or Shakespeare?
Shakespeare? No, Alan. Not Shakespeare. The Gospel. St. Luke, chapter 19.
But who would want to quote from the Bible?
Quote? Oh, Liz. You don't understand. It's no quote. This was first being spoken.
Being first spoken? Who spoke it?
But why should Anne hear these sounds? And not you, Liz. Or you, Mike.
Could it be the lamb recognizing the voice of its shepherd?
What?
You said it's the key to this whole thing, Anne. What is?
It's all falling into place. The initials on the stone. The sobbing. The running. The shouting. The banging on the door. Only one person could do that. The Jews carried pebbles in their bags to make it seem that they had more money than they had. That's that clinking sound. Don't you see? Don't you follow? Only one person could have done this. The 3 letters. I-S-C. There was only one person near Jesus that could have kept the stone. Judas Iscariot.
Judas?
Judas Iscariot. He kept the purse, and in it, the stone. Why? A keepsake? A charm? Who knows? But that constant sound of metal on metal would have been the coins next to the stone. The running downstairs from the upper room into the night of Jerusalem. The banging on the temple doors. Judas now begins to run into the streets of Jerusalem, looking for the religious leaders that paid him to betray Jesus. The remorse, the crying, the sobbing.
The sound of his crying. He must have known it was God. He knew.
The leading of the mob into the garden and the betrayal.
The other sounds, where do they fit?
Judas throws out his money. The priests laugh. They pick up the money and the stone and give the stone to a soldier to take to the execution. Ironic.
Those whiplashes.
The woman crying. That running. The heavy breathing.
Awful sobbing.
He could have repented, but why didn't he?
Then there's the hammer hitting the nails. If these should hold their peace, the stones immediately would cry out. That voice we heard in the center of the angry mob, it was Jesus.
Crucified! Michael! They can't crucify him! Stop him! He's done nothing wrong! He's done nothing wrong!
That's his blood! That's his blood dripping from the cross!
But wait, what did the professor hear? It's turning red.
Look, it's turning red.
The blood! The blood! The blood! The blood is dripping on a stone. This is blood. I can't crucify him. Alan, Alan, you said you wouldn't let them. You said you wouldn't let them crucify him. Stop him, please. Stop him.
Listen to them. These blind idiots. Alan, listen to them.
What's going on here?
This is ridiculous. Ridiculous!
If only we had been there, Alan. If only we had been there. These idiots. That can't be. That's my voice.
That's mine too. Listen, that's me. That's me. I'm shouting, crucify him.
It's my voice too. But I would never do that. I would never do that.
The professor. That's what he heard. It was his own voice. You only crucify him.
That's impossible!